Hello everyone and welcome back to our studio, which is this beautiful garden in the Dominican Republic this time. Today I would like to share with you an energizing practice that is designed to enkindle, to lighten up your inner fire. So it's quite engaging, and we will start standing at the top of our mats. So meet me at the front of the mat, bring your feet to a parallel position, look down quickly and make sure it's the outer edges of your feet that are parallel to each other. Lift your toes high and plant them spreading wide. Feel the distribution of your weight, now evenly spread out through the whole surface of your feet, from the little toe to the big toe, through the heel. Tuck your tailbone just slightly and feel how that engaged your lower abdomen, your lower belly. Open your heart, but keep your chest relaxed. Your shoulders are relaxed, and your ribs are hugging inwardly towards the midline. Your chin is parallel to the floor, the back of the neck is long, and your face is relaxed. Take a deep breath in this mountain pose, the pose of solidity and foundation. Send it into your stomach and feel the belly expanding. And as you exhale, feel the belly pressing into the lower back as you let the air out through your nose. With your next inhale, bring your arms towards the sky. Look up gently, make your spine long. And keep that length as you exhale and start bending your knees deeply. Maybe your belly resting on your quads. Find opposite elbows and relax your whole upper body completely. Your head is heavy, your neck is long and relaxed. Breathe into this ragdoll pose, relaxing upper body, surrendering. Deep breath in and out. Release your hands down, plant them on the outside of your feet and step with your left foot to the back, lower the back knee, untuck the toes. Look down at your front knee and make sure it's right above your ankle or behind it. Bring your upper body to upright position, bring your arms overhead, low lunge. Relax your shoulders down. Make your hips heavy, feel them sinking towards the ground. Make your hips square, that means they're both facing towards the front of your mat. On the next inhalation, open your heart, look up gently towards the sky. And as you exhale, plant your left hand on the inside of the front foot. Keep your right hand extended up towards the sky and twist to the right. Look at your top thumb. Make sure your bottom shoulder, your left shoulder, is engaged and strong, and you're not just sitting on that shoulder. One more. 3, 2, and 1. Plant that hand. Tuck the back toes. Lift the back knee. Step into the plank. Make it strong. Lower the knees to the ground. Keep your hips high and start lowering your chest down as you press your elbows towards the ribs. Chest all the way down. On the next inhale, untuck toes, slide up, engage your inner thighs, up dog. Shoulders away from your ears, hips high. Exhale, tuck your toes and slide into the downward facing dog. Arms are strong, palms are flat on the ground, fingers spread. Walk your dog, bending one knee at a time. Bring in some movement into our ankles and at our knees and hips. tailbone is high. Plant both heels. Look forward in front of your hands. And step forward with your left foot between your hands. Check your front knee. Make sure it's above or behind your ankle. Untuck the back toes. Lower the back knee. Rise. Make your hips heavy once again. On the next inhale, bring your arms towards the sky. Relax your shoulders down. Next inhalation, open heart towards the sky. Look up. As you exhale, plant your right hand by the front foot. Twist to the left. Keep your left hand stretching out towards the sun. And your bottom shoulder is active. 3, 2, and 1. Plant the top hand. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and step back into the plank. As you exhale, full chaturanga, elbows towards the ribs, belly is engaged. Untuck toes, slide up, shoulders away from the ears, up dog, knees are off the ground, hips are off the ground, inner thighs are strong. Tuck your toes and slide back to the downward facing dog, our second dog in this practice. Notice how it feels compared to the first dog. Shoulders are away from your ears, shoulder blades pressing into the back. Bend your knees deeply, look in front of you, step or hop forward with both feet between your hands, back to the top. On the inhale, hands on shins, half lift. And exhale, forward fold. Keep your knees soft if needed. With the next inhale, rise tall, arms towards the sky, look up. And as you exhale, release your arms down. Next inhale, extension, arms towards the sky. Exhale, hinge from your hips, forward fold. Next inhale, half lift, hands on shins or fingertips on the ground. And as you exhale, step back with your left foot, turn it 45 degrees and ground that heel. Keep your front knee bent and slowly rise. So the back leg is straight and strong, front knee is bent, your chest is open forward, your hips are open forward, and your shoulders are relaxed down. Inhale, bring your arms towards the sky, keep your heart open, keep the back leg strong, back foot is flat on the ground, warrior 1. On the next inhale, extension, look up. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the heart center. Without jerking or pushing off, just shift your weight on the front leg and step forward. Release hands. Inhale up, extension. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from hips. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back with your right foot. Ground that heel, turn your foot 45 degrees. Front knee bend and rise slowly. Opening your hips and your chest forward, pressing into the whole surface of the back foot. Feel the strength, feel the stretching in your calf muscle on the back leg. Inhale, arms to the sky, warrior 1 on the opposite side. Next inhale, look up, extension. Exhale, hands at your heart. Shift your weight to the front foot and step up, back to the top. Exhale, release hands. Inhale up, lengthen spine. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, hands on shins, flat back. Exhale, step back with your left foot. Turn it 45 degrees once again. Ground that heel. Rise back to warrior 1. Shoulders away from your ears. Keep the back leg active. Feel your calf muscles stretching. Inhale, extension, look up. And as you exhale, open your shoulders, open your chest to the side. turn your back foot 90 degrees. So your hips and your shoulders are now opened to the longest side of your mat. Check your front knee, make sure it's above your ankle or behind it and it's not trekking inwardly, so it's in line with your ankle. Arm shoulder height. On the inhale, flip the front hand and bring it over towards the sky. Back hand extends forward through the bottom. Inhale, back to warrior two, arm shoulder height. Exhale, switch hands, so back hand from the top goes to the front of the mat and the other hand stretches through the bottom to the back. Inhale, extension. Exhale, switch. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, switch arms, stretching different sides in this dynamic warrior two. Notice how your body releases more gently with ease into the pose. Next inhale, warrior two. Exhale, plant your hands down, turn your back foot on its ball, step into the plank, make it strong. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows towards the ribs, inner thighs are strong. Inhale, untuck toes, up dog. Shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Spine is long, hips are high, maybe knees are bent, maybe heels are off the ground. On the next inhale, lift your left leg high and then bend that knee and step forward with the left foot between your hands. Step up with your back foot, making the stand shorter. Ground that heel, turning the foot 45 degrees. Front knees bend and rise, arms towards the sky. Warrior one. Hips and chest forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. As you exhale, open your arms shoulder height like a letter T, turning your trunk to the longer side of your mat and turning your back foot 90 degrees. Transition into warrior two. Front knee bent and it is right above your front ankle. Back leg is active. Arms are straight, fingertips reaching towards the opposite sides of your mat. You look at the front hand for 2 and 1. Flip the front hand and bring it over. As you bring the back hand towards the front knee, inhale, back to center. Exhale, switch. The top hand is trying to reach the top corner. Lengthen and lengthen in your right side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, switch once again. Open in the opposite side of your body. Inhale, center. Exhale, one more switch. Lengthen. Inhale, return to your center. Exhale. Once again, open in the left side. Back to center. One more. Exhale, center. And plant your hands, turn your back foot. Step into the plank. Pick up your belly, pick up your hips. And as you exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades, press your elbows towards your ribs. Chaturanga. Inhale, untuck toes. Up dog, lift your thighs high. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Breathe into the dog, observe your dog. Hopefully it feels a little bit more comfortable. Now open your legs wide, keep your hands where they are, wider than your mat, and surrender your upper body further, deeper down, wide-legged, downward-facing dog. Strive to ground your heels, strive to straighten your knees gradually, mindfully. Exhale, chest surrenders down, back is long, arms are straight. Slowly walk your hands towards your feet. Now heel toe your feet about mat distance, heels in, toes out, and slowly sit down. As you squat down, your heels may pop off the floor, and If they do, you can just roll your mat or use a blanket and prop your heels with that blanket or the mat. Make sure your heels are grounded. This brings stability and balance to the pose, and we keep our kneecaps, our knees safe. Press elbows into your knees, lengthen the spine. Imagine the tailbone rooting down, the crown of the head extending upwards. Breathe into the squat. Relax your hips as much as you can. Next, plant your left hand on the ground. Open your heart to the right and extend your right arm towards the sky. Inhale, return to your center and switch. Right hand down, open to the left, left arm towards the sky. Inhale, center. Exhale, left towards the ground, right towards the sky. Look at your right hand and center. Last one, right down, left up towards the sky. And return to your center. Start rising, 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 engaging inner thighs, and release your hands. Return to the top of your mat. And close your feet together. Engage in your inner thighs. Maybe your hands are on your waist or maybe at the heart center. Engage your inner thighs and lift your heels high. Stay here, find your balance. Keep squeezing your inner thighs, your knees. And on the exhale, slowly start bending your knees, keeping your back vertical, perpendicular to the ground. Slowly, slowly. Heels are still off the ground. And you go lower and lower, and maybe your hips touch your heels and you sit on your heels. Remember to keep the spine tall. And with the next inhale, engage the inner thighs and start rising back up. Strong inner thighs. Spine tall. Heels off the ground. And exhale, plant your heels. Release your hands down. Next inhale, start sending your hips to the back as if you're trying to sit in the chair. Extend your arms forward, chest open forward. Look down and make sure you still see your toes. If you don't, then push your hips back. So your knees are behind your toes. Chest open, spine long, shoulders away from your ears. Chair pose. 3. Make sure toes are grounded. 2. And then one hand to the heart center. As you exhale, twist to the right. And maybe you open your arms, pressing your left elbow into the outside of your right knee and reaching out with your right hand towards the sky. Keep sending hips to the back. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. So open to the left. Push the right arm maybe into the outside of your left knee and reach out with your left hand. Inhale, back to center. And slowly rise. Release your hands down. Once again, lift your heels, squeeze your inner thighs. Hands at the heart on your thighs and start slowly sitting down, down, down with control, mindfully. Maybe you sit on your heels. And if you do, then option 1 for you is to slowly roll onto your bum to a seated position without touching the ground with your hands. If you are not sitting on your heels right now, then use your hands, ground your hands, and slowly roll onto your bum. Plant your feet. Take out extra flesh from under your sit bones to make the seat more stable and comfortable. And draw your knees close, as close as you can towards your chest. Just feel the quads on your belly. Feel the quads on your chest. Maybe you grab your thighs behind your knees, bring your knees close, still sitting on your sit bones, and gently lift your toes off the ground. You may stay here. Maybe you bring your toes to the eye side level. Make sure the back is still straight. Maybe you extend your arms, making them parallel to the ground. Keep engaging your lower belly, shoulders away from your ears. Next level, maybe you extend your knees and hold here for 3, 2, 1. Plant your feet and return to a seated position. So let's do it once again. Draw your knees closer to your chest. Make sure you're still sitting on your sit bones. Lift toes. Maybe you extend your toes to the knee height level and extend your arms. And maybe you extend your knees. Come into the full boat pose for another. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant your feet and lay down on the floor. Flat on the ground. Extend your legs down. Exhale, surrender your body. Extend your arms towards the top of your mat. And completely surrender. Feel how nice it feels to just lay flat on the floor. One more exercise before we close. On the inhale, extend arms towards the sky and start sitting up, pressing into your heels. So you're seated now, maybe you fold over your legs. As you exhale, you start rolling back down, pressing heels down into the ground, arms overhead. Inhale, arms towards the sky, start sitting up with control, rising, maybe you fold over. Exhale, roll back down, bone by bone, arms overhead. One more. Inhale, arms up. Start slowly sitting up. Maybe you fold over. And as you exhale, roll back down, arms overhead. And surrender. To close, let's put our soles of the feet together. It's a so-called supine butterfly. So knees out wide, soles of the feet together. Leave some space between your groin and your heels. And bring your arms to the cactus position. That means you first extend your arms shoulder height and then you bend your elbows at 90 degrees. Elbows at shoulder level, palms up, fingers pointing towards the back of the mat. Make sure before you surrender, your shoulder blades are comfortably on the ground, pressing towards the midline. The back of the neck is long. And for the next few moments, surrender completely in this supine butterfly pose. Letting the body seal and absorb all the goodness that you unlocked within yourself, within your body, through the practice, through moving and breathing mindfully. And feel your hips becoming heavy as you surrender to the gravity. And feel how this force of gravity gently and mindfully works towards opening your hips, lowering your knees closer to the ground as your body keeps surrendering. With our hands facing up, notice if your wrists are evenly on the ground. Notice the gentle opening of your heart. Feel the lightness of this surrender. Feel the support of the ground under you. Gently close your knees together. Bring your arms to shoulder height like a letter T. And lower your knees to either side of your body. Keep your shoulders grounded. Knees might touch the floor, might not. The main goal is to keep our shoulder blades on the floor. If your knees are on the ground and this pose feels very comfortable and you can stay here all day, you can increase it by drawing your knees closer to the elbow. Breathe into this twist. And on the next inhale, bring your knees up towards the sky, feet planted, and as you exhale, lower the knees to the opposite side. Still pay attention to your shoulders, make sure they're grounded, head and neck relaxed. And same concept, if this feels good, if knees are touching the floor, you can increase the pose by bringing your knees closer to the elbow. Breathe into that twist, visualizing the spinal mobility. Visualizing the twist in the center of your spine, where your middle back meets your lower back. And with the next inhale, turn your body, turn your trunk towards the knees, laying on one side, and feel how it feels to lay on this side. And then press the top hand into the ground, slowly rising back to a seated position. Seated position of your choice. Just lengthen your spine once again. Palms down on your knees. Chest open, shoulders relaxed. Take a full inhalation through your nose into your stomach. And exhale completely out through your nose. Feel the belly pressing. Thank you for practicing with me today and have a wonderful day.